Hi, everybody. Hello, everyone. This is Marguerite Yowen. I'm your professor for interpersonal communication. And I spent time today dyeing my dyeing my hair purple, and for some reason I'm experiencing technical difficulties. I think my computer is telling me it's had enough. In any case, what I want to do in this video is to give you an overview of how to navigate within the Blackboard shell for this course. I know some of you have taken courses before and you really understand it, and others of you are maybe a little bit new. So let's just go through some of the highlights, and I will probably find errors that I have. So when you log into interpersonal communication, what you're going to find is the announcement. That's always the first thing that you should look at, and you will see that every week there will be a new announcement, and this announcement is going to be an overview of what's due this week and maybe any issues that have come up during the week. Okay, then the next block are kind of general pieces of information. The course outline is, I have two different documents here. The student course outline is okay is this the standard that you get in every class, and it goes over this is very important for you to read. Anything that is here means that this is you can hold me to this, and I want to bring your attention. I talk about where how much each component of the class is worth, etc. I will go over this in more detail. I just wanted to kind of give you an overview. Grades in the electronic grade book, i.e. Blackboard, are not necessarily the final weighted grade assigned in the course. I'm still fiddling around with Blackboard, and so what I will do is every time I give you back work, a journal, a discussion, a quiz, at the very bottom I will have a line that says your current grade in the class is. So, and we're doing this every week, so you will never not know what your current grade is. Okay, so let's go back. Student course outline. Another thing, at the end of the student course outline are all the due dates, but I also put it in calendar form because I know that I'm a very visual person, and so I have the due dates for everything, and I'm sorry if this looks overwhelming. I thought it might be helpful for you. Okay, so the discussion post, for example, is always due on a Wednesday. If you want to do it early, that's fine. You just can't do it late. The responses are always due on a Friday. Again, you can do them early. The journals are always due on a Saturday. I put the quizzes on Sunday. Now, for some of you, your holy day is Friday. For others, it's Saturday. For others, it's Sunday. You can always do the work early. Because I've put it on a certain day does not mean I'm expecting you to work on that day. But I want you to, if you realize that, Sunday you do not do schoolwork, we'll do the quizzes on Saturday or on Friday, whenever you're feeling strong enough to do them. Okay. Course content is where the majority of the work in the class is. The getting started is standard for all of the classes. The general information has start with these videos. It's the one that I am actually recording now. There's information on the journals. There's information on the essay. We'll go into those in more detail when we get closer to when they're due. The next two pieces are, hold on, course content. I knew there was something else I was forgetting. The lectures. All right, if I've done this right, I'm just going to release things a week at a time. Maybe a little bit early. So the textbook is divided into 4 sections. The first part has chapters 1 through 4. Here's chapter 1. And so what I've done is I have my lectures here, and some students experienced problems watching the videos in Blackboard. I don't really know why. So if I have uploaded them into YouTube, and so as long as you can get into YouTube, you should be okay. So you just click on watch the video, and I've put these more or less in chronological order. So here's the first part, and then in part 2, there's something called communication principles. When you get there, I kind of want you to back out and watch a video. Okay, and then there's part 3, and then there's a video for part 4, and then what I put at the end, I don't really know why you would want this necessarily, but the actual PowerPoint, in case you're someone who likes to print things out, this is basically what I use to keep me organized. I really hate PowerPoint, but what I find is if I don't use it, I sidetrack too much. Okay. Very important. This is where basically all the material is that I share with you is going to be in the outline and the course content. It's very layered. I hope that's okay. If you have issues with it, please let me know. Okay. Messages. I forgot to put the first message. Rather than emailing me, this is the best thing to do. You're going to come into the inbox. You're going to create a message. Oh, I'm in student preview, so blah, 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 and then you hit send. Okay. We're going to be trying something new. Hopefully this will show up. It's brand new. I just did a training on it a couple days ago. If you were here last semester, you might have communicated with your professors. They might have said, we're going to have a WebEx meeting. That's what I was using. Well, basically, Blackboard now has within it the ability to have group meetings, and this is our interpersonal communication group room or course room, and we're gonna talk about if there are times when I know not all of us, but hopefully some of us can get together. This is completely optional. This is an online class with no specific meeting times. But I hate not knowing what people look like and sound like. So if people can come in and communicate via Collaborate, that would be great. Okay, the second chunk are things that are graded. So we have discussions. The first discussion, any questions you have, you're going to come in here, you have a question, you're going to create a thread. This is going to work, and you're just going to type I don't understand blah blah blah, and whoever has an answer, it doesn't always have to be me, it could be one of your classmates, can put the answer there. And then for every chapter there will for every chapter there will be a question. So I have the first topic for discussion up here. And so you'll have the directions for what I'm looking for, and then at the end always talks about when the post needs to be up, and when your responses need to be up. And as I say at the bottom, remember, this is not a tweet, it's not a text. You have to make sure your sentences are grammatically and mechanically correct. Capitalize the letter I, etc. Okay, so I will always put up the discussion at the same time that I release the lectures for the week. So if you are the kind of person who likes to know what it is that you're going to do before you start the reading, it will all be there. Okay, the quizzes right now, it's blank. I'm not going to show you the first quiz, but there will be a very short quiz, multiple choice, on every chapter. I'm going to give you 15 minutes. Should be plenty of time. You can do the quiz only once. I'm not going to say keep taking it until you get 100. I mean, 15 minutes, you should be able to do it. Okay, and as I said, please work quickly and carefully. Okay, journals are a fairly major component of the class. If you click on this, Journal 1, it's very specific. It's asking you to do something. Anytime you see something that's blue and underlined, it's a hyperlink. It's going to take you to, and I could not find a clean copy of this, but there's an assessment for you to do, and you're going to strongly agree to, or strongly disagree to strongly agree. Somebody put their answers in there. Just ignore those. Do your own. And then on the back, you're going to see how you can score the top 3. And then there are 6 more on the bottom, which for some reason the person did not score them. And they should have. Okay. Close and accept. Yes. Okay, good. Let's go back. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. When you are, after you've done this work and you're ready to submit the journal, you would click on this, and it tells you again what it looks like. It tells you how to submit it. Okay, once you submit it, you click submit. Okay, let's see. That was the journals. Okay, don't worry yet about the essay that's due. We won't even get started on it until after Columbus, right around Columbus Day, or excuse me, Indigenous Peoples Day. There's a final self-evaluation. There is my grades, but let me say again, I don't want to mislead anyone, and I am still working on making sure that I do this correctly. So if you say, wow, in here it says my grade is 900 out of 1,000, and you're telling me it's different, the grade that I tell you is going to be more accurate. I will share with you my what's it called, Excel spreadsheet. Okay, I forgot to talk about this under course content. I apologize. It's a little more jumpy than I wanted. Under general information, there's something called journal information, and the directions for the journal are there. A score sheet is there, and a sample journal is there. I'll talk about, I'll do another lecture when we get closer to the journal. So anyways, this is an overview of the class. I want to go back once more to this part where it says messages. When you have any questions, just send me a message through the course. I will do the same. Because I am a co-chair of the department and I'm on a couple of listservs, I get so many emails every day. I want to make sure that I don't lose anything from people in the class. So if you communicate with me this way, it's much better, because I know that I won't lose it. All right, and one more thing, back to announcements. Always, always, always make sure that when you log in, you actually read the announcements. Sometimes things happen. If there's any change, it's going to be in the announcement, and what you'll see is, here's the welcome. The next announcement that I put is going to appear on top of this, and then the next announcement is going to be on top of that. So it's been a great pleasure meeting you this evening, and I look forward to starting class on August 26th.